Hey everybody, welcome to part 7 of Hyrule Warriors. My name is Chris.
And my name is Trey.
We are the console freaks, and in the last part we pretty much finished out the era of the Hero of Time.
Oh, yes.
And we played as Impa and Sheik and everybody. It was a fun time. And so now
that Sheik was... What Sheik?
Zelda?
What? What?
My beard is the same color as Lana's hair.
Oh dear, it's true actually.
Not even joking with this, folks.
No.
My beard is the same color as Lana's hair, and I spent an awful long time at the start screen.
Just wanted to show off the way it looks. It looks pretty clean. If I do say so myself. Look at all the arrows in the ground.
Yep. And so
What
now
is
we
that?
are in the era of the Twilight.
Oh, look at that! She doesn't have a book.
She's got a staff.
Ooh.
Because I wanted to show off some of the different weapons, and she has a book and a staff and a third thing that I don't know because I haven't played the game enough yet.
So, I'm guessing her element is ice, since
Water.
water.
This particular weapon has the element of water.
Ooh, gotcha.
Her book is electric or thunder or whatever. And yeah, it's kind of interesting how they implemented the whole element system. Because
Oh dear God.
it's something that doesn't come into play
Yep.
until you're trying to like finish some of the missions later on, like in story mode. Basically, the best way I can describe the story mode of this game, and I'm not sure if I've said this already, it is a very fleshed out tutorial.
Yep.
The bulk of your gameplay of this is going to come from the adventure mode and the challenge mode. And with that being said, you know, a lot of elements that this game has to offer in the way of gameplay, I should say, don't really come into play in the story mode.
Yep.
You know, certain elements like water, as you see here, do more damage in certain scenarios, and you know, you can use certain things. You can use certain elements to do more damage to certain enemies, and blah blah blah. You can use certain items against certain enemies, which I think I've mentioned before.
What? Book? No.
Yep.
No. No.
All of the cutscenes are pre-rendered, and I don't have a book.
She's just like...
She needs
For some
a little
reason,
bit
I
of
wanna-
green in her hair, and it would look exactly like my beard. We need to take a picture of my beard and post it right there. Boop.
just put it on the screen right here, right now.
Yep.
Over her face right there.
And here's Agatha, who, if you've played Twilight Princess, I played Twilight Princess probably 4 years ago, something like that. I played it during high school, and I liked it pretty good. But I don't remember Agatha as a character in the game. I played through the whole game, and I don't remember her. So I kind of... I don't know if it's just that it was part of like a side quest, because there was some side quest stuff that I overlooked, as usually ends up happening in my playthroughs of Zelda games.
Yep.
But I wasn't sure if she was maybe a side quest character, or if it was just something that I just glossed over and was just skipping cutscenes left and right, and that's just how I do.
Because you do skip all the cutscenes most of the time when you're playing a game.
I've gotten better about it. Doing commentary for this channel has really helped with that, because you're right. When I play a game, I like to feel like I have the control of it over the pace. I don't like the gameplay to stop for long periods of time. I don't like not being able to control things, the flow of the game for long periods of time. I just don't. I think that that's a really easy way to turn me off to a game, and I think that that's why, to this day, even though I've started probably 20 or so different playthroughs of Final Fantasy X, I've only beaten the game once.
Yeah.
You know, because it does a lot of that whole take control away from the player to tell the story.
Yeah, I also really like how whenever you're fighting a big group of enemies and you've defeated them, but you can still hit them. How they just change color. Blech.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that's really
they change color when they're dead.
Yeah, like I don't know. To me, that's really satisfying just to see the number of people I've killed.
It's even better when you it's even better when you use either the focus spirit or the special attacks, because it'll actually keep a KO count. You'll see over the rupee count.
Okay. Yeah.
For just that attack, and so when you see that red 20 or 30 or 40 come up, that is an incredibly satisfying number, especially when you're playing as characters like Sheik or. Who else has a really good area? Tingle.
Yeah, I still haven't seen you play as Tingle yet.
I'll have to do it a different time because I don't feel like recording it for this playthrough.
So what exactly are you doing here?
I'm just testing out her special moves because I can't go any farther. I was waiting for dialogue to get done and for things to register before I could move on. So I was just testing out because I don't really like using Lana's her staff.
Yep.
As much. It's it's kind of iffy to control, and but it is, and it's not nearly as powerful or as useful as her tome style. So it's just in general, I don't choose the staff very often, but it was the suggested weapon to use in this particular map. So
like it actually suggests which weapon that you should use.
Yep. And see, with Arialphos, if you saw what I just did there,
yep.
That's an example of how you use one of your items, which I'm actually not supposed to have at this particular moment. But like Arialphos, if they're in the air and you use the hook shot on them,
yep.
It'll grab them to the ground and it'll do an attack that attacks the weak point.
Okay.
And a lot of times does a really crazy amount of damage. See these walls here?
Yeah, I was wondering why are those like lit up?
Those are twilight areas.
Huh.
You go in them, and the area is covered in twilight. And I don't remember, like, I think in the adventure map, twilight has some effect on like your status, but I think in here it just blocks your vision and keeps you from seeing what's ahead. But
come here, butterfly, I'll get you one day. Dang it.
Ooh, skeletons. And that.
Midna. Hi.
So yeah, that's Midna. And what can be said that hasn't already been said?
She's got the hips of doom.
She does have hips that do not lie, man. For this small little imp creature, she's rocking it, man. But and she hates her
so much.
Agatha is just being all smiles and everything because stock expressions. Actually, you know what's really sad? There's more expressions in these characters that don't talk than there was in the entire playthrough of Watch Dogs.
Yeah. Take me to that ugly witch.
Yes, the one with the gigantic boobs.
See ya.
Yeah. Dark Nuts. I don't know if we've seen them yet.
I don't think that we have either.
Dark Nuts.
Now what's the best way to fight them?
Do you see that attack that they just did?
Yes.
Where it like right under his visor turns red and he attacks you. Dodge away from that. He'll expose his weak point. That's about the best way you can attack because he will block 98% of everything else. That right there.
Jeez.
Like really with Dark Nuts, and actually that holds true to the game as well, Twilight Princess. When you're attacking Dark Nuts, the best way to do is to use Helm Splitter and Backslash. Because they always have that shield in the front. And, you know, it's the same thing. Same thing here. You just take them out as they go.
You guys like, you tried to hit me with a tree. That didn't work. I have a shield.
Your tree is not strong enough.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's pretty simple. You're supposed to, I guess, attack Midna, keep her from attacking Sia, capture keeps, you know, the normal stuff.
So what are the blacked out areas on the? Were those the
those
Twilight
are where
places that
those
you were
are
talking
where
about?
the Twilight areas are.
Yeah.
And as they're attached to certain keeps, as you capture keeps, the Twilight goes away, and you can see the area.
Do you have to, like, is that part of the objective? Do you have to do that, or
Not here.
yeah.
But in certain areas, particularly in the Twilight Princess Adventure map, that's kind of a thing.
Gotcha. Midna, now you get to fight her. Now
You
get to
know,
show her what's what.
when I first played as Midna, Midna's kind of gimp to play as until you fully level her up. Like, or at least unlock all of her attack badges so that she has a full combo. And, you know, I mentioned this before, but a lot of characters do suffer from kind of being gimped because I know that I recently finished, you know, making sure that everybody's badge, at least their attack badges, were maxed out.
Yeah.
But that was kind of painstaking because certain materials come from certain enemies, and certain enemies are only seen in certain missions. Like I think it was Re-Dead Knights, which
where like
those you get Re-Dead bandages from them, and I think something else that I forgot. But they're really hard to find. Like, there's really only a couple different missions that actually have Re-Deads in them. You know, there's Gibdos, which are kind of act the same, but aren't the same.
But they just don't drop the same material.
Don't. Yeah, you get Gibdo bandages, which is not the same. The other one is the Arialphos level. That was always a pain in the butt to track down.
Deku Baba.
You know, I wish these Deku Babas gave you materials. Not that, like, that would have kind of been in the same problem area. But it'd have been nice.
What?
Yeah,
Calm
Lena's
down.
one of the few. She has, like, one of her attacks actually sends her, like, she starts flying in the air. And that's neat, but, you know, kind of impractical, I guess.
It's like, I don't really need to fly, but thanks anyway, I guess.
Yeah, it is what it is.
5 KOs. Nice. Altogether, 1,044. 50, okay, 72. I'm sorry.
I will say this, though. Okay, I haven't brought mention to this, I don't believe. Certain weapons, when you get them, they have sealed skills.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Okay, so this is a good chance to talk about this then, since not really much is going on. We're just killing the things. When a weapon has a sealed skill, usually, and I say usually, I think the Master Sword has other prerequisites, but the prerequisite to unseal that skill is to defeat X amount of enemies. Usually it's between 1,000 and 4,000. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. When you're doing adventure mode stuff, or adventure map, you usually, with the missions, you don't end up killing as many. It's more complete this objective rather than kill all the things. And that, I mean, the first Master Quest mission that you do is kill all the things, but the story mode is really where you see this whole KO count get into the obscenely large amounts. Like, it's not unheard of to get into the 1,500 to 2,000 KO range in one mission. And that's being conservative. Usually you end up over, well over 2,000.
Yeah.
So, yay!
We did it!
Piece of heart. I have gotten the thing.
Now, I saw that Midna, her health wasn't all the way up whenever you met her the second time.
Yeah, she doesn't fully heal herself, but I fight her a third time, spoilers. And she does. Yeah, I have to fight her on the Elden Bridge.
They never actually get defeated.
Yeah, then I actually fight her, and she.
Oh, the gold skull Tula.
Yeah, I didn't even bother. It was just too far away.
It was like across the map. Yeah, wouldn't even be worth it.
I'm eventually going to take the time and keep doing this, but I've got other playthroughs that I'm working on right now. And with this game, it's an incredibly fun time sink. But that's all it is. It's just like you could spend hundreds of hours into this game, sink as much time as you want, and there's still going to be stuff that you're missing. And to me, that's part of the charm, because it's really hard for me to find games that I like to use as time sinks.
Yep.
And stuff to do in between, when I'm playing something for the first time. Like right now I'm playing Shantae for the first time, and that's a lot of fun, but ever so often I need a break from that. I need a break from what I'm doing for the recording. And hi, Midna.
So
She's
much seductive.
Wow.
Wow. She's
Such
trying
sexy.
so hard. Well, he just appeared and disappeared. Poor guy.
Yep. This is a really awkward spot to be fighting Midna too, because there's a lot of times the camera just circles. Especially in
you
Nera.
fall off the bridge?
No. It'd be interesting if you could, but
Yeah.
no. Focus, Spirit.
Focus. This is just one swing of the staff with this god.
And now I just run around in circles. Actually, I sit here and wait for you to disappear so I can take your...
She's flaming. And then you do this. What?
Yeah, my focus spirit ran out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty?
This isn't...
Fine, take the butterfly.
You're not with the witch? Look at that smug grin she has, too. Like, I don't... Midna has two facial expressions. Smug as crap and angry.
Mm-hmm. There's no in between. It's just one or the other.
Yeah. Or like
Her face says
exacerbated
this,
with-
but her body says something else.
Pretty much. Is that the end here? Yes, that is the end of this part.
The great tree.
It should. It
Look
should
at the
be,
tree.
I should say. But instead, we're going to stand on this tree and look out to the horizon. Or I would if I didn't have something in my eye.
Now, is this tree...
It's the Deku tree from Ocarina of Time. I'm just
Gotcha.
leaving it at that.
Yeah.
I'm not going into semantics here. This is the end of the part. We will see you guys next time.
Goodbye.